I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's a filthy capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at insori@gmail.com and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is a community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the Village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
Buy our merch indeed. It's how shall lead them.
To buy our merch.
Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. Yes, dear listener. As we previously stated in the thumbnail or whatever, we are Christians.
We are.
And we are about to listen to the blackest metal. That's what I call it.
The darkest of all.
The darkest of the darkness.
I'm listening to it with a black man.
Where's Biden?
Yeah.
Where's Biden? I don't know if I'm black enough for Mr. Biden.
So we have a stream tonight. As you can see, this is the alliances. I am actually going to give you guys the link to the shows that are posted for, whoops, that's actually the Rumble link to this show. Never mind. I'm going to give you guys the link so you guys can find which shows are planned for this month. And you'll be able to know what's going on. Let's check out what we have. What's going on? We have an alliance stream. That means a group of folks on Patreon get together on our Discord forum, and they figure out what songs they do different.
They do contests
and
yeah. Every alliance is different though. Every alliance is different.
So they get together and they figure out what songs they're going to react to, and this is one of those nights where the night is dedicated to our patrons. So I just want to put out a special thank you to our patrons. Some of you guys have been with us since damn near the beginning of all of this.
Yeah,
and that's crazy. We've been throwing around some different ideas of how we can find little ways to thank you guys. Also, I think we have a fun thing we're still talking about, but there might be something coming around the pike for you guys. We actually have a couple things that we got a couple
ideas we're stringing around.
Yes. So tonight though is XU, and I think it's the True Cult, but it actually is not listed right here. TK.
Really?
True Cult. There it is.
Yeah, TK's True Cult. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So the first song on our list, if I can get a timestamp.
8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Exactly.
All right. The first song is from the Extreme Underground, whose leader is Kellandros. Kellandros.
One thing. She's gonna post a link to see what streams are coming in the chat.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab that after we.
Gotcha. This freaking thing is killing me. Do you know where it is at all?
I'm assuming it's on the floor. It's on the floor. All
right. Turn off the mic.
Yeah, it comes back. It's when the computer gets moved. So, do you want...
No.
Look.
You got it?
Look. Yeah, here you go. You don't have to be killed anymore.
Now we're in business.
All right, so Kellandros has a little message for us. He says, the first part of our Thrash, then and now polls, where people picked a classic thrash band pre-2000s and then a modern thrash band post-2000s. This couplet of songs comes to us from Prog Pro, who for his classic thrash band, shout out to Prog Po. Classic
What's
thrash
his name?
Prog Pro.
Prog Pro.
You remember Pogs?
Hello, Prog Po. Continue.
It reminded me of Pogs. I loved those things. I thought it would be so cool to have a big collection. Did you have Pogs when you were a kid? Those little chips that had pictures on them?
No.
Dang it. So Prog Pro for who his classic thrash band selected one of my favorites in Swiss technical thrash legends, Coroner. This song is from their 4th studio Vortex. Thrash Then Now is Thrash Then, and then after we're gonna do
Got you.
every time you tap any night. Now it's not returned.
Yep, there it is.
All right. I'm going to send you the lyrics. This is Semtex Revolution. I was going to say 800, but that was actually the timestamp.
Semtex Revolution. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Song numero uno.
Extreme Underground.
Extreme Underground. Let's do it. But that sounds like the one, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That sounds like some Metallica one. Okay, back to the thrash goodness. Sorry guys, you know me. I got no what do you call that?
Self-control.
Self-control.
He's got something to say.
I have no self-control. Okay, here we go. Semtex.
They tore me down.
Here we go.
Unconfirmed reports say the president was hit in the head. That's an unconfirmed report that the president was hit in the head. It's official now. The president is dead.
Okay.
Okay. Talk about art imitating life. That was, what's the name of that band?
Coroner, I think?
Coroner.
Coroner.
Call the
Semtex
coroner.
Revolution.
They even heard about the crib, about your mom down in Florida, the fifth corridor. Call the coroner. There's gonna be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing if my burger alarm starts ringing. What you think all the guns is for? All-purpose war got the Rottweilers by the door. And I feed them gunpowder so they can devour the criminals trying to drop my decimals. Damn, niggas trying to stick me for my cream and it ain't a dream. Shit ain't always what it seems. It's the one that smokes sunk with you, see your picture, now they want to grab their guns and come and get you. I bet your Vinny won't slip. I got the calico with the black talons loaded in the clip, so I can rip through your ligaments, put your body in a bad predicament where all the foul people went. Touch my cheddar, I feel my Beretta buck. When I'ma hit you with, you motherfuckers better duck. I've been praying blood stains on what remains of his jacket. He had a gun and should have packed it, cocked it, extra clip in my pocket, so I can reload and explode on your asshole. I fuck around and get hardcore. C4 to your door, no beef, no more, nigga. All right. Having said that,
Vinny
now
does
we
this-
got it all out here.
Yeah, Vinny does this with his friends. You know, sometimes we'll be driving in the car, and Vinny will just like bust out rapping.
He said Tupac.
No.
No. How dare you say that to me? All right, guys, here we go. This song is very interesting because I think it's out of the bag now, right? That we can say this now. The agency killed Kennedy.
Apparently.
Are we? I think everybody's like. Are we calibrated on that, or are there still
you
people
still
that?
thinking that's a conspiracy theory?
Yeah, like you know, like the moon landing or something like that.
Yeah.
Or Epstein
Tinfoil hat.
Epstein killing himself or whatever.
Right.
They tore me down. They threw me out. They shut my mouth. They enslaved my mind. They blocked my way, holding me back with their stupid game. Hand on trigger, phantom face. Don't trust no one. Always on the run. Eyes all over, never safe. Virus like merciless. I left the row, erased myself, designed my plan. What year did this song? What year did this song come out, Kel? I definitely see like I said, Metallica's won like the last 3 minutes of that song. Like, I mean, obviously there's some variation, but I'm just wondering what year it would be.
Bro, you know what I thought when I started hearing this song? It sounds
91.
like. Do you realize that it's not just like cults are everywhere?
Yes.
It's not just religious. It can be anything. And like religious people will look at and they'll be like, oh, like the Satanists, those are the cults.
Mhm.
And then the Satanists will say, I mean, look at those people. They're very cultish over there. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody points to everybody else, but like they tore me down. They threw me. Imagine if somebody was saying this about a church. They shut my mouth. They enslaved my mind. They blocked my way, holding me back with their stupid game. Like, so this guy it sounds to me like he's in some sort of, you know, agency or something, and he's a sniper in that situation. In the end, he's the one that kills the president. Is that what you're getting from it?
Oh, so you're incarnating as Lee Harvey Oswald, because that's the guy who supposedly killed Kennedy.
That's what I was getting from it.
Nah, I think I just interpreted this as like Kennedy's ghost, basically, talking about.
He said, "I am a sniper. The signs I set are painted in deepest red." Where's
that? Yeah, I think the end. Definitely. I think the end is definitely about that. But Lee, some of this is like, I mean, Lee Harvey Oswald is the killer. Okay, so, all right, we'll just go with that. I'll talk to you later. Okay, so let's go with Lee Harvey Oswald. Okay, so here's the thing about Lee Harvey Oswald. He had connections. This is documented. This is not conspiracy shit. He had connections to, Cuba, anti-American sentiment, that type of thing. There's speculations that he was actually a double agent for the agency, right? So, like, you're acting like you're a defector, but you're really... See what I'm saying? So, there's just a lot of, like, back and forth on him, as in the impossibility of him taking the shot and all the rest of it, and how that relates to the Magruder film, which...
The possibility of the shot. Oh, as in how it landed, it couldn't have been in that trajectory or something like that.
The angles, that dude's rifle quals didn't look like he was like, that good of a shot. I mean, it was not an impossible shot, but it was,
I think you'd get your best if you were going to do something that scandalous.
Yeah,
kill the president.
And like I said, like before 9/11, that was the big like national moment that everybody kept going back to was Kennedy.
Yeah.
It's such a big thing. I remember
I remember
right before 9/11 happened,
about a lot too.
There was this big like Kennedy with the Magruder film. I think Kevin Costner was in it. So like prior to 9/11, like that's how good we had it in America, that we had to look 30, 40 years in the past at an assassination for some national trauma instead of what we're dealing with every day now, which is just nothing but
it's crazy because we weren't massacring our own people at that point either. The school shootings and you go to some event, some national event or something, and then there's an active shooter. Like these things weren't happening.
Right.
So it was truly a different world.
Yeah. So another theory is that, again, this is explicitly stated now. The MK Ultra program was where they would take LSD, among other things, and use that in concert with hypnosis to get folks to do pretty much whatever they wanted them to do. There's one book that was approved. It's called The Ring of Honor, and it talks about the second fatality in the MK Ultra program. Dude threw himself out of a window like 80 feet. So like between the LSD and the hypnosis, they were able to pretty much make these people do whatever they wanted them to do.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people are speculating that Lee Harvey Oswald was one of those MK Ultra candidates. It's come out Charles Manson was working heavy with the CIA. Like this shit is crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy. So they tore me down, they threw me out, they shut my mouth, they enslaved my mind, they blocked my way, holding me back with their stupid game, hand on trigger, phantom face, don't trust no one, always on the run, eyes all over, never safe, virus like merciless. I left the road, erased myself, designed my plan. Now I revolt, I just say no, I do reject and don't let it go. I serve the revolution in a different way. My thought are radical and I don't hesitate to slay. My way is fast and I hit and run, won't leave no trace. I'm a sniper, the side-type panther, deepest red. Okay, so yeah, it looks like he's like bound and determined. He's gonna try to do this assassination, yada yada yada.
But
Oswald definitely seemed to have been some sort of patsy. Don't know if we will ever know the full details unless it's completely declassed, and even then, can we trust it? Yeah, man, it was like that whole thing with the Pfizer thing where they wanted it like 75 years into the future to unredact the file or whatever in the FOIA.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, man, that shit is crazy to me because
I agree.
you know, like the ramifications here are crazy, but I could see Mr. Oswald feeling like this was a narrative that he was a communist, that he resented America, and that Mr. Kennedy was the embodiment of everything Mr. Oswald was against, and yada, 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 and that's why it happened. But, like, when I look at Kennedy, it's interesting because when Obama came out, there was a lot of comparisons between Obama and Kennedy, especially 2008 Obama.
Okay.
And so it was like the kind of like loyalty and like this dude was like on another level, you know. And we lived through the Obama administration, especially at the beginning. I mean, he's still controlling the party like as we speak. We all know that. And you know, whatever. Congratulations to him. But now I revolt. I just say no in a different way.
Yep.
It's like this guy, like, and it's really interesting because the concept of a revolution. You say this guy's a revolutionary, blah 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 blah. Like that comes with like gallons of blood, right? And like hacked up bodies and all the rest of it. Like revolutions are bloody, horrible affairs.
You know what? Today, like Orion was asking me. Orion's 5. He saw an American flag. He's like, why is that flag over there like that? And so I was explaining to him that's an American flag, and then it was a really uncomfortable conversation because I started explaining to him what the flag meant, and then I was like, you know, and a lot of people had to die for our freedoms. And that's a phrase that we say so flippantly, but when I said it to him, he said, oh, so people have to get hurt so other people can be free. So I have to hurt Reza if I want to be free. I was like,
Whoa.
no, Reza's his brother who's 3. I said,
Whoa,
well, no.
Whoa,
No,
that's
yeah.
crazy.
I was like, hold on a minute. I was like, what are these phrases that I'm just throwing out here? So I had like had to pull back, and to be honest with you, I didn't circle like I was a little confused at how to explain that to him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, adults get used to shit that they shouldn't.
Yeah.
And so it's like having a kid with you. It kind of helps you understand.
Because
Like,
I'm like walking into the store and
You're
I'm
a
like
psychopath.
explaining the flag. Yeah, and you could see like other people are like, yeah, she's talking about the country, you know? And then as I said that, and when he reacted like that, and he was like, oh, okay, so people have to get hurt so other people can be free. I'll have to hurt Reza so I can be free. I was like, wait, no, hold on. Oh my gosh, we have a psychotic mentality. I was like, no, that's not. And then I kept explaining, but I don't feel like it was explained well.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's only so much one can.
Gosh,
There's only so much one can do in that
Yeah.
situation. You know what I'm saying?
taken
Like
off guard.
that's the American way. But yeah, like he's talking about being a revolutionary. So if you're incarnating as Osborne or Oswald, you're talking about I did this for X and Y Z reason. The mafia says that they killed him. Like, and in reality, it was probably a joint effort because we worked with the mob during World War II on the docks and stuff, whatever, right? So we've already set a precedent of working with those guys to accomplish certain kinds of ends. But yeah, man, like that whole story to me was crazy. Like I remember being a kid and be like, I'm like, there's nobody protecting this dude. My mom was like, yeah, they got Secret Service and shit, but he's like, this dude was like, I watched him
propped up in an open vehicle.
If there's more interest in the Kennedy thing, there is a really interesting documentary about it, you know. So if there's like some Kennedy further, like maybe we can go through that documentary together because the shit that they're saying is insane.
Really?
Yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. Like the dude, it was interesting because it was a black guy in the Secret Service and they were asking about Dr. King and he basically said, no, the story for Dr. King is exactly the story for Dr. King. Like that's exactly what happened. But with Kennedy, there's a whole bunch of fluky shit that happened that this guy was, and he's credentialed, he was in the Secret Service, and he got pretty emotional about it. Shit happened like 50, 60 years, maybe 70 years, I don't know, but happened a long time, like forever ago, you know what I'm saying? He's still emotional about it. So that guy, I was like, So we might look at that one too, because it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like, this one's tough. Revolution always have faces, but the people who really perpetuate them are the ones behind the scenes really doing some nasty work. It's a bloody business. It really is.
Well, that's why it ends the way it does. I'm a sniper. The signs I set are painted in deepest red.
Yeah. Really, these assassinations happened, you know, at the really pivotal moments.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you got Kennedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are real turning points in American
Oh.
history where black people were getting freedom and things like that.
Oh my
And
gosh.
Kennedy was by no means a white savior, but he also put us on the track that we're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Right. The drink.
Yeah, like he put us on the track that we're on right now, and for that you got to give him,
So
props.
that's why you believe he was assassinated?
What?
Because, you know, civil rights type things.
I think he was assassinated because the folks in the agency, like the lifers, are not elected representatives of people. And so when you have a president who's only around max 8 years, but I've got a 20-year career, I'm not really going to listen to you about a lot of shit because you're going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're not gone, you're going to be spending all your time, money, and effort and energy in getting reelected again. And then if you get reelected again, whatever you say to me is fine because you're never going to have power again. See what I'm saying? So like you can get there from that direction. But yeah, man, like that one I feel like sounds like a 50-man job to me. That's what it sounds like to me. Because how you get the social engineering to allow him to be that exposed and all that, I just don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know? And again, like, this is the thing that gets me about this country. Like, I love this country. I love the freedom and aspect of it. But, like, all of us know that Epstein didn't kill himself.
Yeah.
And none of us are... And okay, so if Epstein didn't kill himself, that means that we genuinely believe that the government had a hand in murdering this dude. And no matter how nasty he was, like... You see what I'm saying? So... It's the same thing with these UAP things. These guys have been doing 20, 30 years of research, and the president's like, well, what's going on with this? And they're like, you don't need to know.
Yeah.
Like, and again, these are unelected
Yeah.
people who are making serious decisions for 330 million people without even so much as a discussion piece. This shit is crazy.
I think the other thing too that bothers me is that if certain people protect themselves, you can end up in jail for protecting yourself.
Correct.
But then you have other
Correct.
people that like, okay, because you saw that Epstein should just get killed without a trial, then we're just going to be okay with this. But if we did that,
Correct.
you know, we can't just make that decision, but somebody made that decision, and a lot of people are overlooking it. And the rest of us are like, yeah, that obviously happened. But again, obviously there was advantage in killing him, so names don't get out there and he doesn't go on trial. So so that means we know that his execution was to protect the guilty, and we're still quiet about it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible. What do you give this song?
I give this one an 8.6. What do you give it?
I'll give it a solid 8.8. The ode to Metallica, I liked it, but I felt like they wrote it a little too much. But other than that, man, shit was crazy. And middle, Rubu was a made man, and he agreed to Kid Oswald to cover it up. Yeah, agreed.
What do you say? A little bit is an ode. A lot of it is stealing.